story begins with Mr. Richards learning of a railroad disaster on his newspaper. Brently Mallard, his friend, was found in the list of deceased victims. Mr. Richards hurries to bear the sad message to Josephine, the sister of Mrs. Mallard. Josephine tenderly reports the news to Mrs. Mallard, the loving wife of Brently Mallard. Hearing this broke her and resulted intense emotion on Mrs. Mallard. She wept at once in her sister's arms. Mrs. Mallards went away, forbidding them to follow her. She sat with her head down in deep silence. Mrs. Mallards was afflicted by a heart trouble. She was to be given great care of, to prevent inflicting her health. At this moment, something was coming to her. She was waiting for it, fearfully. What was it? It was too subtle and elusive to name.
Free.
She cherished her husband in the same way his husband cherishes her.
Louise, open the door. Louise, you'll make yourself ill.
Go away, I will not make myself ill.
She arose from the chair and opens the door to see her sister's importunities. The three startles by the sound of the door. They find the man, specifically Mr. Mallard's, in their presence.
Brently, is that you?
Mrs. Mallards shrieked, discovering the truth.
Oh no, someone just collapsed. Call 911. Hello, 911, there's an emergency. Someone just collapsed on the street.
The story comes to a close with the doctor affirming the death of Mrs. Mallards due to a heart attack. Mrs. Mallards died of joy.